I'm 92 years old. I've outlived everyone, those I loved to the point of heartbreak, and those I hated until I shook. But the strangest part is that I've outlived the man who was ready to burn himself out just to avoid looking unsuccessful in someone else's eyes. I'm standing on the very edge now. Ahead of me, there's only silence. And before I take that final step, I want to scream back to you, still lost in the noise of your world. You are living on a debt you can never repay. You spend your days like loose change in your pocket, as if the supply were infinite. But I'm here to tell you that your wallet is empty. Death isn't something that happens to other people. It's a cold whisper, already standing right behind you. If you could truly feel it, you wouldn't be wasting your life so mindlessly. I remember my neighbor, Mark. He was a bright guy, a favorite of fortune, always on the grind. One night we were sitting on the terrace. He was fiddling with the keys to his new car and said, "Just a couple more contracts, Frank. 3 more years of hell, and I'll buy that house by the ocean. Then I'll finally breathe. Then I'll teach my son to fish. Then I'll start being happy." Mark was a master of planning. A week later, he collapsed right in his office parking lot. His tie tightened around his neck like a noose. Heart attack at 45. He never saw the ocean. He never taught his son how to bait a hook. He spent his entire life preparing to live a life that never actually began. I went into his office a month later. His desk was buried under urgent paperwork. His secretary was already typing the memo to appoint a new manager. A year later, no one at the company even remembered the name of the man who gave that firm his entire heart. When I look at you, I see thousands of marks. You feed yourself the same lies. I'll be happy once I buy the apartment. I'll take that trip once the loan is paid off. I'll forgive my mother once she realizes she was wrong. Remember this: later is a graveyard for broken dreams. There is only now. If you are gambling your today for an imaginary tomorrow, you're making the stupidest bet of your life. Look at your things. You're obsessed with junk. You buy tons of plastic and metal just to prove something to people you don't even like. Now I sit in a room with just a bed, a chair, and an old photo of my wife. I used to have mansions and cars that gleamed in the sun. But standing here at the end game, I see it clearly. It's all garbage. Your entire materialism is just future landfill. So why are you killing yourself 60 hours a week, missing your children growing up? For the sake of a new piece of metal in the garage? It's madness. and you won't realize it until you're sitting in my chair. And by then, the return policy on your life has expired. I remember my triumph. 1985. Businessman of the Year, standing ovations, a gold trophy, camera flashes. I felt like the king of the world. I came home late, clutching that piece of glass. The house was silent. My wife and kids were asleep. I sat in the kitchen in the dark and suddenly realized the applause had stopped. Those people in the hall didn't want my heart. They wanted my connections. And the people who actually loved me, I hadn't seen them for weeks. I missed my daughter's first recital for a board meeting. I forgot our anniversary for a deal. That trophy is rotting in a garage somewhere now. I don't even know where. But I still remember the look in my wife's eyes when I said, "I'm busy," for the 1,000th time. That stays with you forever. Your career is not your legacy. It's just an exchange of time for paper. You are building someone else's castle with the bricks of your own life. If you vanish tomorrow, your job opening will be posted before the ink on your death certificate is dry. Don't worship at the altar of your work. It won't keep you warm on a cold night. So, what's left? Only what you gave away, the love you weren't afraid to show, the time you gave for no reason at all. Kind words. I sit here and I don't think about my bank accounts. I remember laughing with my wife in the rain. I remember the scent of my daughter's hair when she was little. I remember helping an old man cross the street once. That is the only true wealth there is. Kill your ego. You're so terrified of looking foolish that you never take risks. You don't say, "I love you." You don't change careers. Guess what? Nobody cares. Everyone is too busy with their own fears. You are the lead actor only in your own movie. Oh, everyone else, you're just a background extra. Live the way you want, not the way the neighbors approve. Their opinions will rot right along with them. Practice the last time. Every time you do something, drink a coffee, hug your child, watch a sunset, remind yourself, one day you will do this for the last time, and you don't know when that day is. It could be 30 years from now, or it could be in an hour. If you remember this, you'll stop swallowing life on the run. You'll start tasting every single moment. Wake up. I'm 92. My body is falling apart. But you have something more valuable than all the gold bars in the world. You're now, and you're flushing it away, scrolling through a screen. You're turning yourselves into vegetables. Wake up. Go out into the wind. Look into the eyes of the people you love. Call the people you've been meaning to. Forgive the people you're angry at. Not for them. but so you don't have to carry that bag of rocks to the cliffside. We all go. That's the only fact. But most people never actually get around to living. They just play it safe, hide in comfort, and wait for the right moment until their expiration date hits. Don't be like Mark. Don't wait for a 5-year plan. Use the fine china today. Fly wherever your heart pulls you. Say, I love you first, because the clock is ticking. Can you hear it? That's the sound of your life slipping through your fingers. Don't let it end empty. I'm tired now. Now go and live.